Welcome back to Deep Links, the podcast that drags you kicking and screaming into the real world. Today, we're diving deep into the murky waters of financial literacy and personal finance. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. This sounds boring as hell. But here's the deal. If you don't understand money, you're gonna be broke, frustrated, and probably pissed off for the rest of your life. So, buckle up. We're about to get real, raw, and maybe a little offensive, because sometimes the truth needs to smack you in the face. Let's start with the basics, financial literacy. What the hell is it? Simply put, it's knowing how money works. And trust me, most people don't have a clue. They don't teach this stuff in school. You learn about algebra, ancient history, and Shakespeare, but not a damn thing about how to manage your money. Why is that? Because the system is set up to keep you in the dark. If you don't know how money works, it's easier for everyone else to take yours. They want you clueless, confused, and convinced that managing money is for Wall Street geeks in suits. Spoiler alert, it's not. Financial literacy is knowing how to earn, save, spend, and invest your money in a way that makes your life better. It's about understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, things that put money in your pocket versus things that take it out. It's about knowing how to navigate the shark-infested waters of credit, debt, taxes, and investments. And guess what? It's not rocket science. It's just common sense, wrapped up in some jargon to make it sound complicated. The less you know, the more others profit from your ignorance. Let's talk about personal finance, a fancy term that just means managing your own damn money. Personal finance is about taking control of your financial situation instead of letting it control you. It's about making your money work for you, not against you. So, let's break it down, step by step. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of this might sting a little, but hey, that's life. First up, let's talk about budgeting. Yeah, I know, that word sounds about as much fun as a root canal. But here's the thing, if you don't have a budget, you don't have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, you're just winging it, hoping everything works out. Spoiler alert, it won't. A budget is simply a roadmap for your money. It tells you where your money is coming from, where it's going, and how much you have left to play with. Think of your money like a bunch of soldiers. If you don't give them orders, they're just going to wander around aimlessly, getting picked off one by one. You've got to tell your money what to do. A budget is not about living like a monk and never having fun. It's about making sure you're not wasting your hard-earned cash on stuff that doesn't matter. It's about having the freedom to spend on what you love without stressing out every time a bill comes in the mail. So how do you start a budget? First, figure out your income. And I don't mean your gross income, I mean what's actually landing in your bank account after Uncle Sam and all the other parasites take their cut. That's your net income, the money you actually have to work with. Next, track your expenses. Every single one. Not just the big stuff like rent or mortgage, but every little thing, your daily coffee fix, your Netflix subscription, that random Amazon purchase you forgot about. You might be shocked at how much money is leaking out of your pockets on stuff that doesn't matter. Once you've got your income and expenses laid out, it's time to categorize. Break them down into needs versus wants. Needs are the essentials: housing, food, utilities, transportation, health insurance. Wants are the extras: eating out, new clothes, entertainment, gadgets. If you're spending more than you earn, you've got a problem. And there are only two ways to fix it: make more money or spend less. It's that simple. Cut out the crap you don't need and focus on the essentials. Now, let's talk about saving. Saving money is like planting a tree. It takes time to grow, but the sooner you start, the bigger it gets. And don't kid yourself, you need an emergency fund. At least 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in a savings account that you can access easily. Why? Because life happens. Cars break down, people get sick, jobs disappear. If you don't have a cushion, you're one bad day away from a financial disaster. And no, a credit card is not an emergency fund. That's like using a Band-Aid for a bullet wound. And let's get one thing straight, saving money alone won't make you rich. It's a start, but it's not the end game. Inflation is a sneaky little bastard, slowly eating away at the value of your money. If all you do is save, your money will lose value over time. That's why you need to invest. But before we get to that, let's talk about the dark side of personal finance, debt. Debt is like quicksand. It's easy to step into, but damn hard to get out of. Not all debt is created equal, though. There's good debt and bad debt. Good debt is money borrowed to buy assets that increase in value, like a house or an education that actually leads to a better paying job. Bad debt is money borrowed to buy stuff that loses value or doesn't add value to your life, like credit card debt, payday loans, and car loans for that shiny new ride you can't actually afford. If you're swimming in bad debt, you're basically screwed until you dig yourself out. Credit cards are the worst offenders. They're like crack for your wallet, easy to get, hard to quit. And don't fall for the minimum payment trap. That's how they keep you on the hook forever. If you're only paying the minimum, you're just treading water while they pile on more interest. The first step to getting out of debt is to stop digging. Stop using your credit cards like they're free money. They're not. Cut them up if you have to. Start paying off the highest interest debts first and work your way down. It won't be easy, but it's the only way to get free. Now, let's talk about credit scores. Everybody's obsessed with their credit score like it's their dating profile. It's just a number that tells lenders how risky you are. A good score means you get better rates when you borrow, but it's not the be-all and end-all of your financial life. If you manage your money well, your credit score will take care of itself. Pay your bills on time, don't max out your cards, and don't apply for every piece of credit that comes your way. It's really that simple. Alright, enough about debt. Let's get into investing, the secret sauce of financial freedom. Investing is not just for rich people or Wall Street wizards. It's for anyone who wants to grow their money over time. If you're not investing, you're falling behind. Inflation is chewing away at your savings like a rat in a cheese shop. You need to put your money to work, or it will slowly wither away. So, what should you invest in? The stock market is a good place to start. No, it's not gambling if you know what you're doing. You don't need to be Warren Buffett to make money in the market. Start small, start simple. Index funds are a great way to get started. They're like a basket of stocks that track the overall market. You won't get rich overnight, but over time, you'll see your money grow. And that's the key, time. The earlier you start, the more time you have for compound interest to work its magic. But here's the thing, you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Spread your money around, stocks, bonds, real estate, even starting your own business. The more you diversify, the less risk you're taking on. And don't put money in investments you don't understand. That's how people get screwed. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Do your homework, learn the basics, and start small. Now let's talk about the biggest obstacle to financial success, fear. Most people are afraid of their own money. They don't want to look at their bank balance, they don't want to open their credit card statements, they don't want to think about their future. They just hope that somehow, magically, everything will work out. Newsflash, it won't. You've got to face your fears, get educated, and take control. It's your money, and no one else is going to manage it for you. And here's another thing, stop thinking you're going to hit the jackpot one day and all your money problems will disappear. The lottery is a tax on people who are bad at math. The chances of you winning are lower than getting struck by lightning while riding a unicycle. Stop fantasizing about a quick fix and start planning for a sustainable future. Okay, let's get real about some of the traps people fall into that ruin their finances. First up, lifestyle inflation. You get a raise or a promotion, and suddenly you think you're a millionaire. You upgrade your car, your wardrobe, your gadgets, and boom, you're right back to being broke, just at a higher level. Stop it. Just because you make more money doesn't mean you have to spend more. Keep living like you're still on that old salary and invest the difference. That's how you build real wealth. Let's talk about financial predators, the companies and people that make a living off your ignorance. Payday loans, car title loans, buy now pay later schemes, these are all designed to trap you in a cycle of debt. They're like quicksand, the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Avoid these like the plague. If you need money, look at all your options before you take the bait. Don't be lazy. Do your research. There are always better ways to borrow than giving half your paycheck to a loan shark. And let's get real about taxes. You might think you're getting a fat refund check every year and that makes you smart. No, it means you're giving the government an interest-free loan. Adjust your withholding so you're getting more of your money up front. Use that money wisely. Invest it, save it, do something that will make it grow, not just blow it all on crap you don't need. Finally, let's talk about mindset. Your mindset around money is everything. If you believe you're always going to be broke, guess what? You probably will be. If you believe money is evil, you're going to push it away every chance you get. Change your mindset, change your life. Think like a winner, not a victim. Winners take control. Winners learn, adapt, and grow. They don't sit around blaming everyone else for their problems. Decide today which one you want to be. So, there you have it, folks. Financial literacy and personal finance in all its raw, unfiltered glory. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about building a foundation that will serve you for the rest of your life. And remember, no one is going to care about your money more than you do. If you don't take control, someone else will. Alright, we've covered a lot today, but this is just the beginning. If you're serious about taking control of your financial future, don't just listen to this and nod along. Take action. Make a plan. Start small, but start today. And if you don't know where to start, start here. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this podcast with someone who needs a wake-up call. Remember, money isn't the root of all evil, ignorance is. So, stop being afraid of it, start learning about it, and take control of your financial future. This is Deep Links, signing off. Don't just survive, thrive. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, don't be broke.